Not too bad. I think the price is fairly reasonable. I think with the crypto mining thing, you are not going to see that. You're not going to see like heavy demand or anything like that, like the last generation, which for the life of me, I could never get a 3090 card, and I just decided to wait till the next one. Oh, sorry. So, I'll keep an eye on it, see what it does for iClone and Unreal. Crypto mining thing you were... Sorry. For Unreal, I'm on a 2080, which, to be honest with you, I think it's time for an upgrade because I'm kind of struggling lately with rendering Unreal scenes. I can't... Sometimes it'll crash, sometimes I'll have like serious bugs, especially working with nanite, because that can be kind of a resource hog in itself. Just kind of thinking out loud. But tonight I'm just going to probably do an animation. And I think I know what to work with tonight. Well, probably not. Yeah, so the new generation of graphics cards coming out, and I don't know. Do I need a rebuild? That's a good question. I need to do a lot of research with this thing before release date, but what can you do? I think I'm gonna trying to think what scene to work with tonight. I probably want to get Skygirl done, so yeah, let's do that here. Yeah, let's try that here. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do a quick scene and see what happens. Yeah. I don't know, just the new generation of fun. We have Unreal 5.1 coming out soon. Doing all right. Oh, I got your email, by the way, through Squarespace. I gotta check my emails a little more with that. Sometimes they get hidden with all that spam. I gotta completely unsubscribe from a lot of things. Yeah, I should actually check that. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Just kind of deciding what to work with. We'll see. Oh, I forgot. There's an Unreal sale, or a marketplace sale, as well. But we'll see. Yeah, I might as well just work on Skygirl. Yeah, I'm just a little tired out today. It's been kind of a week. Say, I was pretty sick on Monday, and I'm slowly recovering from that. Not tested negative for COVID, so that's a good sign. I'm good. I don't know what it could be, but we'll see. I'm probably just going to, like I said, I'm just going to do singles for this scene, just because how the characters are set up. And then I might actually do another production, or work on another production soon. And you know what? I know exactly what I should work on. I should actually get that work. I should actually start on that soon. Probably going to need to clear some space out on that. It's probably a bunch of old video files and such I gotta get rid of. Right after Skygirl, I think. I'm almost done with Skygirl. Whoops, sorry, that's Discordia's lines. Got about a couple minutes into it. I'm pretty proud of it too. Whoops, sorry. But I think I know exactly what to work on. So. Yeah, this last shot here.
Starting now.
Now, this is kind of interesting. I'm going to go through this little scene here. What I did was I actually shot this in 2 different sets, but I kept the same camera angle. So you're going to see this visual effect here. But with the camera movement, I actually replicated the same exact camera movement by coordinates and everything, so it feels like it's one continuous camera. One continuous shot, but it's actually shot in 2 different sets.
Good luck, Sky Girl. 10 million people are counting on you.
Boom. So it's kind of there's kind of an interesting way I've done this. Actually, what I did was I kind of transformed her. I used a stencil layer for her. So she's in the back. So I separated her into a layer and rendered in layers, basically, for foreground so she's in the foreground and there's a background layer. So I did this 2 different times with the set. So I actually changed the lighting to like midnight or so for this alleyway scene. But the one thing I kept the same was I placed her in the same spot. But I also, I took a bunch of notes on camera, where the camera coordinates are. So it's one continuous angle, basically. So, just
starting now.
But it gives the idea of teleportation, because I thought, okay, so I want to show that she's completely far away. She's in New York City in the middle of the night. But, I could have done like a green screen approach or something. But I wanted to kind of pull back here. To the sample. So what I did was I basically I've done the same sequence twice. It gives an interesting impression. I think it's an interesting visual effect and kind of a clever little camera trick. And she will have the same animation twice. I think it's it's a kind of little clever little trick. I came up with it or thought about it when I was trying to think how am I going to show teleportation. So I realized, okay, so maybe if I can keep the camera at the same level, kind of do the same thing, and then just paste it and then slap a quick this little effect here was from Trap Code Particular. So I just applied that over there, kind of increased the brightness, and now basically that's the shot. It's kind of but most of this stuff is just a monologue.
All have thought of at least one when we first realized we had these powers. So, what is it? I promise I am not going to judge.
So this one is actually how I use Pose Mixer for this little scene here for monologue, and I don't know if many people talk about it too much, but I've brought it up before. Where just to keep her hand still, I kind of use Pose Mixer and just copy and paste the same pose for a couple of frames.
Your hero name. Coyote has probably asked you by now, plus, like, we all have thought of at least one when we first realized we had these powers. So, what is it? I promise I am not going to judge.
And
At least one when we first realized we had these powers. So, what is it?
what I might do eventually, what purchase I might get, because I think this would kind of easily cut down. I use a lot of, for people who know me, who see my work quite a few times, I use the Motion Live, the iPhone plugin, and I think it's a great base to work with. So her face is mocapped.
All have thought of at least one when we first realized we had these powers. Come on, your hero name.
It's pretty good for the brow here. But there's one thing I want to get, and I'm looking into it myself, and I don't think many people think about this too much. And I'm thinking about this. I'm really thinking about buying this myself, is the smart gloves. Because I think hand gesturing, you know, I kind of work with my hands. Like I like to, when I animate, I kind of know what to do with the hands, but sometimes it can be kind of a pain. So I was thinking about maybe like, you know, just kind of trying it out and seeing. Might ask for somebody like, well, let's see. Okay. So I might actually look into smart gloves eventually in the future. But I need to talk to a couple people who have this, because I want to see if it's worth the purchase, because it's kind of an investment. So, and I don't know how iClone feels about it. Like, especially, let's see. I think it would be an interesting investment. I don't know about the Rococo smart glove or smart suit though. But yeah, I don't know how well it works. But I heard the glove thing is pretty good. But I want to know like how well it works in iClone. I think I need to start asking some questions. Or start asking people some questions, but anyway, let's get to our performance. So when you animate a character, I always think like how they talk, what to work with. The character just doesn't exactly stand still. There's a little bit of life to the character.
Help!
My what?
No.
My what? My what?
So I'm thinking.
My what?
No.
My what?
I like that little. Let's try this. And then we'll do a couple of takes and see if that works. I'm just kind of practicing the face here. There's slight confusion here for her. So let's go through here. Let's go through the Aculypse system. And actually I might go do a couple scenes here. I might actually go to another production soon.
My what?
Yeah, I can't get a redo on these things. These voiceovers, these are years old. Anyway. There we go, and apply.
What?
So, where's my iPhone? I gotta go find it. So, right now, let me go find my iPhone. I don't know where it is. There we go. So, you want to get... There we go. Alright, so basically... heading somewhere. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go through the face. Just kind of extend that out here. Let's see, how am I gonna form? What kind of angle are we going for here? All right. Sorry, that's the ceiling fan. Right through here. So 3, 2, 1.
My what?
No. How am I going to approach this? Whoops. Let's go with this sprite. Let's see.
My what?
My what? 3, 2, 1. So let's try this. 3, 2, 1.
My what? My what?
Oh, hey there. So let's go through this. And let's go through the smooth expression clip here. You want to smooth the animation out when it comes to iPhone. Sometimes it's a little weird, but
My what?
I'm confused, so let's do here. Let's remove the smile. And
My what? It? My what?
So face mocap doesn't work. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually try something different. Let's try digital soul. And see how that works here.
My what?
So that's bewildered. Is there like a surprise?
My what? My what?
Let's try it one more time. Looks like the face plugin thing won't work, or digital soul probably won't work very well. It's good for background characters. not the best for main characters, I think.
My what? My what?
And sometimes I'm really not in the right mindset, but sometimes I'm not in the right, you know, I mean, I'm just probably not in the right mood. So probably, if I'm struggling with it, I'll probably come back to it and hit it one shot.
What?
So,
My what? My what?
I want her eyebrows just to move slightly up here, so.
My what?
So let's raise the eyebrow.
My what? My what?
And then
My what?
go with the curve editor and just kind of play around with it. None of that, but probably smoothing it a bit. Oops. Just smooth everything slightly.
My what? My what?
So let's have her move slightly. And then I'm probably just going to make slight adjustments as I go along, so it's just going to be one layer after another after another. So let's go through spunky moves. They probably have something.
My what?
No, that's a little too expressive.
My what? My what? My what?
Actually, what I like here is what I'm going to do is just I'm probably going to keep the pose just a little bit. Copy and paste. Paste.
My what? What?
Okay.
My what?
None of that, but let's also change her posture a bit. I don't want her to be. I want her just to kind of slouch a bit. So if we put it down here and then down here,
My what? What? My what?
I think
My what?
you're probably gonna be tired of me.
My what?
And then probably gonna keep with that pose one more time.
My what?
Probably break that and extend just a little bit here.
My what? 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 My what?
So let's have her look down. Let's just add one more animation layer. This is just the screw around here. It probably won't do much. But let's keep down here, keep down here.
My what?
And what I want to do is
My what?
you're probably really tired of me because this is what I do for a long time. Is I'm just keep playing and keep playing and keep playing and keep playing the same animation
My what?
over and over again, and it gets kind of boring for people. Or sorry, not so much. It's just like it gets kind of annoying when you hear my what, my what, my what. But that's the thing. I could go at this thing for at least an hour, and some people kind of. I'm just not sure how well it will work with people because it's just like you just hear say my what, my what, my what, my what over and over and over again. But
My what? My what? My what?
I don't know if let's try a couple more things here. But yeah, we'll have to I'll probably do another scene. Like, let's actually do like two people talking and go down here.
My what?
Oh, hang on a second.
My what?
I don't know if she's looking that far. Whoops. What? So let's just do the eyes. So the eyes are kind of the magic here.
My what?
There we go.
My what?
There you go. And I don't know about the let's try the brow. Okay. Yeah, because you just hear the same clip over and over and over again. I'm not sure how well it will work with people. So 3, 2, 1, and
My what?
usually the brow.
My what? My what? It?
And let's just do another fear here.
My what?
This is where I'm probably going to go through here, go through the expressiveness, and probably just tone it down here.
My what?
Yeah.
What? My what? My what?
Thanks. Yeah, it's, if you're new to iClone, so learning a lot by seeing the animation process again and again. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, Joe. Let's actually bring the brow line up here. That's a great idea. So, well, yeah, let's bring that up here. So let's modify that. And I like to have a little bit of symmetry here, or not so much symmetrical.
What?
Actually, what I might do, because it's only going to be a very short scene. It's only going to be in singles till, I want to keep them in singles. So what? It just kind of separates it kind of separates it because they don't share the same frame of space together. There's a fight, and she backs off, and then it just goes to singles throughout the entire time. So.
My what?
Yeah, let's try that here.
What?
And not that, but let's actually raise here. Raise. Yeah, I like that idea where we just keep.
What? My what?
And then probably gonna change def here. Here. And then. There you go.
My what?
I think this works pretty well. I want to see how she looks here.
My what? My what? My what? What? My what? My what? My what? My what?
Let's actually just see if I can open her eyes a bit.
My what? My what? My what? My
Nah, that's not gonna work.
my what?
We'll need to blink a little more. Not too much, you don't want to.
My what?
I think that'll work. So we'll just save this here.
My what?
And I'm going to save this as a Motion Plus. And they'll go directly to Skyrim.
My what?
So I'm going to apply this Motion Plus. Sorry. From here to here.
My what? My what?
This is gonna be like one of those productions where I don't know. I think I want to release in the next couple weeks. It's kind of a send it and forget it kind of thing. I think it's important just to have something released. You don't want it to be like you don't want like really bad, but at least just something to showcase. At least something, it's important. We don't see that much with iClone work. And the weird thing is I don't really like to go back and watch my work after I'm done, or my releases. Because I know I'm going to find something like, I should have done that, or I should have done that. Especially like finished work. Well, I'll watch it, make sure. Well, I'll watch it for maybe like a couple of times the first go around before I release it. Because, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but I was working on production for it was like one of my first major releases for an iClone film, and I wanted to make sure everybody's name was right in the credits. I got one person's name wrong, and that was mine. I actually put a typo in, and I had it get it changed when I actually had to submit to a film festival. So yeah, it was one of those whoops. So I always kind of check, make sure the credits are good. Always check names. You don't want to misspell somebody's name because it's incredibly embarrassing for an actor just to have their name misspelled.
My what?
So, just a little thing. It's kind of a funny story. I misspelled my own name, and ever since I kind of check, but after everything's good and it's all good, I just kind of leave it as is. I don't know. I'm kind of one of those send it and forget it kind of things. And I move on to the next project. I just don't know how, it's just, there's just that bias where you've been working on your production for God knows how long. So you just don't know, you're just so you have this microscopic view that isn't good, or there's always something wrong with it. Or something, there's just that biting feeling into it. And eventually, it's not so much it's not completed, it's just you're done and you're good to go. And that's how I kind of see it with my work. It's never completed, it's just good enough. that's my kind of my viewpoint. I don't, and this production's been kind of sitting in the back burner for God knows how long. Because it's just it's one of those things. I had so much expectations. This thing was supposed to be in Blender, but it's just how it is. And is it going to be the best? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how people feel about it. So, but I'm not too worried. I used to have that lingering fear where it's just like, because sometimes the internet can be kind of cruel. But you also gotta, if someone gives you pretty good legit advice, take it. you know. My game. It's not my game, but whatever. I don't know, that's my viewpoint of it. So, and even then, like, there's a production that has this huge, amazing cast and their professional work, and I don't want to be that really bad filmmaker. You know, the what's that Arnold's film that was released, or I think it was either Sylvester Stallone or Arnold. I think it was Sylvester after Rocky. There was a film that he starred in, and they just wanted to make money off his fame, but it was not well produced. That's the lingering fear I have. I'm going to be that film, you know. But you know, it's okay. I don't think it is. As long as there's enough care and there's enough planning, it's not, you know. And you just don't know. You don't know till you submit, see someone gives you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or what, you know. You're just kind of throwing yourself out there. It's kind of like my little advice, I guess. I have that anxiety, I have that fear that I'm really overcritical in my work, so I just don't know what to expect. Oh, whoops. Yeah, she has that little thing with the torso. And you see that but to be honest with you, I'm going to film above the torso with this one. It's a really simple thing to fix. It's in the key panel. Oh, sorry. No, since I fixed it, you can actually fix it with motion correction. But I don't know how well it does. But it's in the torso. If the torso moves after copy paste, you just remove it. Usually does that with upper body. I just like to fix the torso or remove the torso so it doesn't slide around like that. Or you can just do maybe split this. You know, it's just this can work too. See how well it works here? Yeah.
My what? My what?
So she doesn't move around, but her legs will stay. So just do motion correction if you see that, or go and fix the torso. But I'm going to film above it. It's okay to cheat. It's okay to cheat here. You don't need to do everything. You can actually just cheat with the clever camera work and everything. If there's bugs in the animation, just cheat. Just use the camera to. You don't have to show it. You don't have to show a character feet slide. You don't have to do it. You can just get away with it, the camera. It's okay to use editing to hide your mistakes, or your camera work to hide animation mistakes. It's okay. Of course, somebody's going to see that in stream and going to look and say, hey, that's something wrong there. Yeah, but it's okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving the chair a bit. So, it's okay to cheat. It's okay to just get clever with your camera work. I learned that from day one in iClone when... Yep. So let's just delete that. So my first major film in iClone, I had trouble with a character walking up a flight of stairs. And I couldn't get it right, so I just attached the camera and used it, you know, in their POV. And that's why I kind of... it's learning to get around your limitations. It's quite important, I think. It's about being clever. So let's see what this will do. probably. Whoops. Probably. I'm gonna put her like this, and on that, but kind of fix here. Twist the camera up just a little bit. So let's just play it thirds. Yeah, that'll work. And next, I'm going to. I think the lighting is good for her. The only thing I'm concerned about is the DOF. So if we put that from here and change. Okay. I think this could work pretty well. And yeah. Let's see if this thing crashes. I saved everything. I'm gonna find out. Let's make it crash. Don't follow like this. I have scenes. Well, I'm gonna have to separate this into scenes, but this is by moments. Don't be like that. Don't be as disorganized as this. I know I preach about it, but I don't. It's one of those things that's gonna screw up. This thing's probably gonna crash on me. Just watch. Good thing the 4090's coming out next month or so. Hey, that's a good sign. Probably deal with real-time virtual texturing, but okay, well, that's good. It's good enough. I was putting Premiere up. Oh God. Silly. I'm making a whole bunch of mistakes tonight. Color correction here, and see what I can actually. No. I can borrow this because it's the same one. It's the same.
Oh,
So let's go to voiceovers, the bin. This is going to be a classic what not to do. You think the price will go down to 3090? Yeah, I think so. It already is climbing down because let's use Newegg as that. Well, let's actually. I'm actually going to go to Micro Center. Micro Center has graphics cards that are $1,000 off, so I can get a 3090 for about $1,000. And I think, yeah, it's an MSI here. Yeah, I can get it for about $1,000. So yeah, they're going down. They might continue to go down because, well, one, there's a crash with the crypto mining market. Thank God, because that's the reason why those prices are extremely expensive. And there's a huge demand for it, and now it's no longer the case. Now you don't really have to go and get a graphics card and drain all of it and destroy it. There could be a flood of secondhand now that mining is going down, and I wouldn't go and grab a used card. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Yeah, I think it's gonna go down. I'm seeing brand new. I've seen it somewhere around $900, $800 at times, but it depends. It was brand new, but my Micro Center has it for $1,000. Not bad. The 4090 is going to be about $1,500, which will be a little bit faster. I'm thinking about it, but it depends on what happens next couple of months. But I would expect to see your graphics card prices just plummet. It'd be kind of like what happened to RAM a couple of years ago, when RAM prices dropped. That was a good time. So let's just match voices over here. That was a fun day when I could buy brand new RAM for really cheap.
My what? My what? My what? My what?
So yeah, I think not only that, but with the new release as well. Yeah, how much is? Let's go down to Newegg. Yeah, I did see one for like 800 or so, but maybe I'm thinking the 3080. Nope, $1,000, 1,000. The Ti is 1,500. Yeah, cheaper. It's getting cheaper. The Asus I'm seeing for $950. I'm seeing some that are not bad. 900, 950,000. Here, this one. Yeah, 959 for the Asus. But I would wait and see. Apparently the 4090 is about 3 times faster than the 3090. So
My what? My what?
Oh,
What?
oh, come on.
I think we need better pacing. So.
Oh, come on.
My what?
Oh, come on. Your hero name. Coyote has probably asked you by now, plus, like, we all have thought of at least one when we first realized we had these powers. So, what is it? I promise I am not going to judge.
Definitely works how the two characters stand out. Complete polar opposites in performance, body language. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think the 4090 releases in October, so October 12th, if I believe. So I would keep an eye on it. I'm still waiting for a couple of things. The reality is next month I want to pay off my car. So, and I want to do a couple. I might have a major project, so if I pay down the car, it'll give me some time to look into it. Does it make sense to have two graphics cards? Nah, I don't think it's necessary. Unless you want to build, unless you want to go for path tracing, because Unreal will have multi GPU support for their next version. I think it's 5.1. I don't think you need two graphics cards unless you're looking into a path tracing rendering, but no. Even I don't think it's necessary. I mean, I still have like my 970. I don't even know what I'm going to do with my 2080, to be honest with you, if I replace it. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I could actually make like a little render farm for it. That would be interesting. I could actually do like path tracing or something, send it to I gotta look into that. That would be interesting, to make a film with path tracing. Some guy is actually, there was a guy on a Discord who was experimenting with path tracing. That'd be fun to do. But it'd be like, it would take a long time to render, but I could just send it to my little mini render farm or something. That would be a fun idea.
Going to judge.
No, I think, I mean, it depends, like, when it comes to power and everything, I think a 3090 will, I mean, it's 24 gigs of video RAM, which will get you pretty far. I mean, you're not, like, making, you're not running, like, a major VP studio or anything like that. If you're doing it at home, I think even, like, a 3080 maybe will get you pretty far. I mean, I'm running all this stuff on a 2080. Though, to be honest with you, it's kind of, sometimes it'll crash on me. It's not as reliable as it used to be. I used to render like 4K stuff, but not so much with Nanite. It doesn't like that too much. So, I mean, I think, I think it's, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. A good yeah, you definitely need a good CPU, because actually, I'm not sure if I sent you a link, but there's a computer company called Puget Systems that has Puget's out in Washington, that has a really good that has a really good article on Unreal filmmaking. So if you really want to look into it, let's actually just see if we can find that article here. If this is for anybody who wants to build an engine for, or like a workstation for Unreal. Yeah, so they recommend AMD. I mean, if you really, really, really want to go extreme, you can get yourself a Threadripper, which will last you for God knows how long. I mean, they have their they have articles too. So let's go to a real-time engine, and they have hardware recommendations. So yeah, a processor is quite important because it just it's going to Unreal can be like really intensive, especially like lighting and everything. You'll need it. You'll need a really good processor. Yep. I know that, but also compiling too, and yeah, you'll need a good video card as well. But yeah. So, yeah. Let's see what they have. Yeah. I mean, you can use this to research and what works. They have a pretty good system to work with. If you have any questions, if you want to buy from Puget as well, they'll assemble it and ship it to you. Apparently, they have good work. I haven't been, apparently, from what I heard, but yeah, but I wouldn't recommend laptops, to be honest with you. I have bad experience with them. Like, I used to render with laptops enough. They used to get so hot they would burn the rubber pads off, and they had a very short life expectancy. That was when I was rendering with a compact, like an old crappy ass compact processor, and I was rendering like video files with it. I don't know how well it's going to work with a laptop. It's just I just don't think it's going. It's since everything's so crammed in there, you're not going to get, especially if you're rendering in H.264, which is just going to heat up your CPU like mad. It could have problems. I don't know. It just comes from my experience with laptops. That was a long time ago, and I just don't use them anymore. I use a tower because there's a lot of airflow. Yeah, you see right there.
My what?
Oh, come on.
What?
Oh, come on. Your hero name. Coyote has probably asked you by now, plus, like, we all have thought of at least one when we first realized we had these powers. So, what is it? I promise I am not going to judge.
And I think, yeah, when it comes, like, my tower is kind of a big, giant, hulking thing. It's a fractal design R4. So it can be a little bit quiet, but it's pretty massive. There's a lot of airflow with it because, yeah, I made my first mistake when I first built my PC, which was I only got the stock cooler, so I had this little Intel thing that spun, and anytime if I rendered H.264, it would overheat and then it would shut my computer off because my computer's thinking, oh, that's too hot, it's going to damage everything, so it just shuts off randomly every time I rendered something. And I looked into it and I realized, oh, H.264 will generate heat. It overheats the CPU and your computer's going, uh-oh, and then it just shuts off. So I had to completely, I had a really small case, so I had to get this fractal and install a giant fan for it. So I have a Noctua fan. I don't have a water cooling system, but I have a pretty good Noctua fan that does the job pretty well. But yeah, look into a tower. It's going to help a lot. I get that there's convenience with laptops. You can, I would even get like if you're looking something on the go. I don't know how well iClone works with it, but yeah, just even like working with iClone in the laptop or something, and then just transferring it to Unreal. You just want a nice workstation to work with. I could see iClone like just doing animations in iClone on the go or something.
These powers. So, what is it? I promise I am not going to judge.
It is Sky. Sky Girl.
Yeah, but yeah, my laptop, yeah, it used to get super hot. Yeah, mine like literally it would melt the little rubber stops. that's that's how badly abused I was towards that thing. It used to like heat up randomly. It was hot to the touch. But that was a compact. It was not a good laptop at all. I think gaming laptops are going to be way better, but it's just you just want space. Alright, so what am I going to do now? Spent the stream just animating, maybe. Let's see, what was it? 110?
My what?
2 seconds of video.
My what?
Come on, for your name.
But but I'm gonna say what's also the best part about building a PC is you don't really need to buy like anytime if there's a part upgrade, you might need just to, let's say you're updated to the most recent motherboard and the RAM and everything. Let's say you want to add just some extra, you want to add a new graphics card. You can easily just buy a new part and just shove it in there and you're good to go. Or if you want to get a power supply unit or something, as long as it's compatible, you can just mix and match. And I've kind of had like I still had like hard drives. I still have some that I've had for a long time. I have an SSD I transferred. Probably going to, yeah, I just updated the CPU. Thank you. Yeah, I updated my CPU and my motherboard, and I got new RAM the last time. What I might do is, I don't think I need memory. I'm good on that. I might just get a new graphics card and a new PSU. Because I've had this PSU for God knows how long. And I think I need to update it, so I'll probably have to run down there probably in a couple of months, or when I need to get a new graphics card. I'm not really so much in a rush. But if this event kit goes down, I might need to build a complete new workstation from scratch, and that's going to be a project. I'm going to have to I might even just go to Puget and just get a PC or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to say too much, but I'm in the process of a project, so we'll see what happens. I'm still researching on that. Let's see what happens. But you can get away with this on a 2080. So, it's fun. Let's see. Let's see what else.
My what?
Oh, come on.
Let's actually go to Discordia. Let's see if I can do one more. But yeah, probably going to have to do a lot of I'm probably gonna have to think about that. Just gonna...
I'll give Coyote some credit. He and I had a really good fight, and I'm not at 100% right now. I'm at, like 30. But I still kicked your ass without breaking a sweat. That's so sad. What? Do you really want to? Over.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting to animate.
I'll give Coyote sad. What? Do you really want to? Over. I'll give Coyote some credit. He and I had a really good fight, and I'm not at 100% right now. I'm at, like at a 30, but I still kicked your ass without breaking a sweat. That's so sad. I win. Now, can I please start my monologue, or are you going to rudely interrupt me again? Seriously, I can kill you right now if I wanted to. I win. Now, can I please start my monologue, or are you going to rudely interrupt me again? Seriously, I can kill you right now if I wanted to. I win. Now, can I please start my monologue, or are you... I can kill you. I lost my train of thought. Thanks a lot. Oh, yeah, that's it. I have been watching you train with Coyote in the last few days. So, what's your hero name?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Olivia did a pretty good job with this role. It's kind of tough to decide like what to go with, what to expect. Like, what I might switch up to a new production here. Let's see.
That's it. I've been watching you train with Coyote. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I've been watching you train with Coyote in the last few days. So, what's your hero name?
Yeah, it's just like a great job with this character. I originally approached, if I remember, I went with a Valley Girl approach. Like, this character brags a lot. She knows she's the best at what she does. She's going to... I really kind of, like, thinking about it more from right now. It's kind of like how I would write her character now if I proceed with this. Because right now I have a plan, and the next couple weeks or next several months is I'm going to release 3 different shorts. And I'm going to see if I can get some kind of funding, or if I can, or something happens, if I can continue with it. So it's just kind of like 3 separate pilots. For this particular character, and this is kind of an interesting approach how I write villains, because there's a great quote, and this came from a professional wrestler. Now, the guy is not the most... I think people would be a little more shocked and offended these days at this guy. But he was pretty popular in the 50s and 60s. And he goes to Muhammad Ali. And he gives him probably one of my favorite quotes when it comes to writing. When I write a villain like her, this quote goes into my mind is, people will pay a lot of money to see someone try to shut your mouth. And it's a great quote because it's pretty much the basis how good villains are, because if we love to hate a good villain sometimes. So he says, yeah, people will pay a lot of money to see someone try to shut your mouth, so keep bragging and keep doing what you do. It's a great quote. Uh, it's it's absolutely brilliant, and that's how I kind of approach when it comes to writing villains like her. Is I want, because people like to see like I don't know, there's a good reason to hate her, like that Joffrey kid in Game of Thrones. People want, because the actor did so well of making people hate him. People want to see him go down. I think that's kind of a thing. You see it a lot with professional wrestling, like how they can grip the audience. They're pretty good at that. There's a great performance in that, how to make people hate them and get them to hate them. And there's a certain, it's really interesting to write villains, I guess. I prefer writing a villain over a hero at times, because we're writing something or someone who's a little, kind of has a little bit of a, like a fight. I think that's interesting. I always prefer, because sometimes writing, like, what bores me is writing like a character who, I don't know, just not, this, like, that seems, what's a good example? It's just someone who's like perfect or something that bores me, or your standard hero. I like having characters who have a little bit of a fight, a little bit of an attitude at times. I always find that interesting. I think one of my little shorts I'm working on after Sky Girl, because the thing is, Sky Girl is just, she's shy. Yes, I was screaming, someone kill him. It's great because he gets your attention, and just the very thought of it, like anger and how it's like, I don't really follow professional wrestling, but I think the idea of it is interesting to me, because it's a performance art, but how they kind of grip the audience and make a whole group of people move like it's certain actions or how they say it. It's interesting to me. I would love to make a film about professional wrestling, even if I don't really follow it or anything like that. I think the idea of it is interesting to me, because how well it's like this performance art, and then how they gather a whole group of people. It's fake. It's fucking fake. But the idea of them grasping the attention and getting their audience's attention is interesting to me. I think it's an odd spectacle, but it's weird in a way. It's interesting. That's how I say it. It's just the very thought of how they can get someone's attention and retain someone's attention and make them hate them and go through this little phase of stories, whatever happens to them, how wild it is. Because keep in mind, that stuff is written by people who write soap operas, so anything goes. But the very fact that you're still attached to it is interesting to me. That's how I see it. It's kind of a weird grip, and not only that, but I also like the heel or the villain of the story, because sometimes you love to hate them. And I think I used to make them feel like characters feel sorry for a villain, but I think it takes it away. I think for a really good villain, and sometimes, and I blur the lines sometimes a lot, like between good and bad. And I think it's chaotic, but there's always got to be a force or something. Or even, because there's a production I'm working on with a group of people, and I'm one of the main directors of it. And the idea is not so much the main villain is just a businessman, but it's not so much him that's the villain. It's, let's say this: if he's in the ocean, if he is basically a barracuda, like barracuda with teeth, the main villain I wanted to portray in the story is sharks swimming below the barracuda that you don't see. And I think that was a more interesting take. So I introduced a character as like one of the sharks, and I even brought it up to her when I gave her direction. Um, the main villain of the story is basically he's just a little barracuda with teeth. He'll bite, but the real villain is like it's your character. It's someone who and the thing is the main character won't see the shark. They won't. The main character won't see the shark at all. They just know the actions of the shark. They're indirectly hit by the shark. I think that was an interesting idea. Yep, they were a bunch of wild superheroes. Yeah, they're technically it's a really weird spectacle, and I would love to love to do like a professional wrestling thing. I think it would be fun, but even though I don't follow it, I think the scenes behind it. I think just making up these wild things would be crazy. Maybe they'll complain like, "Oh my god, why?" Like seriously, there's a lot of potential in it. So, but for her, I think for her, she basically let's break down her. Basically, she thinks herself as a goddess. She's narcissistic. She basically takes a nuclear bomb and hides in New York City. And the weird idea I had with this production is that she just kind of goes and helps the main character along. She'll give her clues, she'll break her out of a situation. She'll be really snarky about it, like, oh, I had to go and rescue you. You know, I was supposed to do something, but I had to go help you out, your health. But at the same time, I think she's trying to manipulate the hero, and the reality is, for her basically she wants to be left alone to cause chaos and everything, and she doesn't want her to get in the way. But how does she do it? She just manipulates her, like, okay, you know, because she puts her through this nuclear bomb situation. The story is, she's like, oh, it's stressful because you can tell that she's pretty much going to go through a huge breakdown. This thing just absolutely destroys her. And she's telling her, you know, Discordia will tell Sky Girl, yeah, this sucks, right? You know, nobody will know that you're a hero. Nobody will know that there's a nuclear bomb in New York City. Yeah, it's, you know, there's a nuclear bomb and everything, you know, it sucks, but keep this in mind. You're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. How do you, you know, I'm just showing you what happens, you know. She kind of guides her along. It just says, this is what you're going to go through. And I think it's kind of a pretty clever, I think it might be a clever idea. Like, she's kind of not only putting, like, a different viewpoint, like, she's manipulating not only her, Sky Girl, but us as well. Like, hey, this is not, you know, it's thankless. They'll just treat you like a drone. They don't give a crap about you. I'm just showing you. I'm just doing this to get you away. You know, just give you some enlightenment. I don't hate you. I don't feel any animosity. I just want you to know. And I thought that would be kind of interesting. It's risky because I don't know how well it writes out, but that's kind of the idea with her. But in reality, she just wants to be left alone, so she just manipulates her and tells her, hey, I'm on your side. Leave, you know. That way, you know, she can go and cause trouble and she won't get in the way. You know. It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting idea. But let's actually go to... But yeah, let me go animate this next scene here. Well, probably gonna be done with Sky Girl. And let's bring in the shark. That would be interesting. Invisible shade of gray, I gotta say that. Huh. Sorry. I just don't know how well it works, though. But I don't think making Discordia incredibly manipulative would be kind of interesting, though. Just to kind of fool the audience. But not only that, I think there could be a consequence. Like, it would be interesting, like, if people like, you know what, she has a point. You know, how would they feel like when they defeat her, or when oh, that's gonna be really hard to pull off. Who knows? I could, dividing the audience could be fun. Is she good? Is she bad? It'd be, that would definitely bring up a discussion. Let's see. Where's Gibson? There's Gibson. Oh. By the way, so let's bring in the shark. But how would you write? I mean, writing villains is interesting. Like, I think a good, Hitchcock is right. A good story is a good villain. A good villain adds to the good story. So, this here, let's see. Say hi to the shark. She is an assassin who will go in, cause a whole bunch of trouble, break somebody out, and the main character won't even know, but they'll know what the actions of the shark has done. And it's an interesting idea, I think. I'm going to have to redo this scene, so let's actually, let's actually do this scene. Why not? Why not? Let's actually do it. Actually, I might go into Acticore here and give an idea. So I want her to walk in and walk. Let's have her walk in, and I wonder if there's a desk. Let's go into. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it. Screw it. Modular hotel. In fact, let's make the other agent. Let's make one agent here. And I'm actually going to approach this. I'm going to have a really interesting idea here. Probably going to do a multi-camera setup. Probably going to go into Active-Core. Probably get a couple of motions from Active-Core. Is there? Let's go up to hotel. Modular hotel. What's it called? Cheap hotel, I think. Yeah, that's it. Get for a desk. Didn't I? Ah, reception desk. That's the one here. Alright, this is a really good set. I think this will work. So, let's just export that. And this is going to be my buffer, or sorry, my collision. So when it comes to working with Unreal or something like, when I work with Unreal, I like to have a collision dummy so they can interact with it. And usually it's just like a prop. It doesn't have to, or I could work with like little dummies. So for Endgame, or this production I'm working with, we're going to work with just a simple reception desk for this scene. And I want to carefully, let's put this, if the origin is at 0, 0. I want to kind of pay attention where, let's put the origin somewhere. Where is the origin on this thing? Okay. So the origin is down here. Okay, so they share the same origin. Good. So I'm going to pay attention to this. Kind of put him here, and I want him to lean. And let's get this started. I don't care. Let's get this started here. I want him to lean. There's going to be another guy. And I want her to walk in. These two are going to have a conversation. I want her to go in, and then she's going to... We're going to use the pose mixer. She's going to slip something in. There's going to be a computer. He's going to give a thumbs up. And let's go see. Let's go find out what's in Active-Core. I don't really need to... It's like an office thing. It's either a meeting or work. There's little... it's not meeting or reception. So I'm kind of looking for something like this. Not so much... Let's try working and see what they have up here. No? I do like that talking. I might have an idea what talking here with this. That could... I'll keep the stream up. That's the perfect one. Ugh. That is, I know a perfect animation for that. I need to get that right away. I'm getting this. I'm not gonna pay for the whole thing. I just want that. I don't want. It's leaning. That's it. Is it the same one? Ah. Uh. I'm tempted to use my just go into the content and use my my coupon on this thing. So, all right, I do want to see what's with this thing. I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm tempted. Because, all right, let's get let's make one. Let's make one. Let's make what was his name? Shoot, what's his name? Let's see, how much is that thing? Also, I'm looking at Suave and Charming. Do I have that one? I swear I do have that one. Alright, let's go see. Yep. No, I don't have that one. I don't think I need it. No. Nah, I don't need it. I'm thinking here. Sorry, I'm just going and looking through some shopping. Is it worth it? Hmm. Hmm. Good question. Oh well. Let's go to our guy. I forgot his name. Let's see, what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? When I'm tempted. Ah, damn it. This thing is just killing me. Shepherd, that's his name. That's the guy. We need to make a shepherd. Shepherd. Yeah, let's do it, Kevin. I want to make him completely, like, I want to give him like a different look than, you know, your standard here. I'm tempted. What I'm tempted to do is let's go to human anatomy and see. Let's try this. And what I might do. Yeah, let's go to human anatomy here. And fix that. And delete that. Yeah, I don't need to make him like that athletic. I just want to make him smaller. Probably apply a facial profile, but I want to see like when it comes to cloth. Let's go with this blue here. Gonna have an earphone. Oh yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep this stream up. Let's do it blue. Yep, he has his earpiece. Yeah. And he needs a tie. Yeah, I think the blue works pretty well for him. And let's give him a Does he have any? I want. What kind of accessories does he have? Oh, he should have glasses. Right, what kind of hair he has. I want him to have like this brown hair. Something like that. I don't want to make him too old. Yeah, there we go. Does he have any? Do I have any other hair? No, I think this hair will be perfect for him. Middle age. This middle age work looks good. What glasses? Maybe something like this. He looks like a CIA agent. Oh, this is fun. He looks like a CIA agent. Like, oh, that's funny. This is fun. Alright. So what I'm going to do is going to apply a facial profile. And we're going to do it 140. Yes. And now, there we go. And the last thing we need to do is, actually, I'm going to save him. And he's going to go under in-game. And I'm going to, characters. Let's go under CC4. And he's Shepherd. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is activate the editor. Really tempted to get that Office stream now. Ah, darn. Or get some Office. You know, I might just get. Huh? Oh, I think I missed a call. Oh, sorry. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I missed a call. Sorry. Oh, I didn't even check my phone. Done a lot. I'm so sorry. Boy. Let's do this 4K. Shit. Oh, it's even 11 o'clock. I should probably just put him in here. I don't. Oh, shoot. Sorry. It's kind of getting deep into it. Oh, no. Idle discuss. Okay. Hmm. I'm just thinking. I don't know. Meeting thing could be. Do they have a video on this? I'd like to know. Sorry. Let's get back into. Did I have one for meeting? All right. So, I'm probably going to animate this tomorrow. We'll get Shepard and our good old friend who's going to stop. He's probably going to hang out and talk and then focus their attention on her. She's going to walk and probably put like a little bit of motion director in here. So she's going to walk in scene, look, talk, hand something over, goes through. He says a line, and I think I have Ray's lines here.
What was the holdup? Try explaining that to Leader when he gets back. He's kept his mouth shut. I hope you have better luck.
Wasn't there a radio?
He's kept his mouth shut.
I gotta have a word with him. I have to go find it. Yeah, probably gonna try this tomorrow, so I'll be back. So, oh yeah, I need to bring his character into Unreal and iClone. Easy to do. Go to FBX, go to Glove Character, Unreal. You want to make sure. $496. I might have to go and fix some of the physics when I get in there, so I'll just delete hidden face. And it's going to be in a calibration file. Export. Oh, shoot. Yeah, sorry. My phone goes on silent after around. I think it's after 10 p.m. my phone goes on silent. It doesn't, so anybody who tries to reach me, it's kind of, it won't even, it must be on sleep mode. Yeah, it's on sleep mode. Sorry. Don't. Alright, so put that in, and then he's going to be an FBX. I'm going to bring into Unreal. We'll kind of film her scene. I'll probably just do a whole scene here, kind of map it out, get all the things in, shoot. And then with Shepard, he's going to have an interesting scene here. yeah, I'm probably going to call it a night, so I'll be back tomorrow or so, or probably later on. So, see ya.